In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to make this manger wreath step by step. So if you are new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button, and let's go ahead and jump right into the supplies we're going to need to create it. The supplies you're going to need to create this wreath is going to be a 12-inch wire wreath form. You're going to need some burlap here. This is just a big thing of burlap that I bought from Walmart, but you can get that from any craft store as well. You're going to need some kind of battery-powered lighting. So this particular one that I'm using, if the camera will focus here, this I got and I used on a previous project. These are wine bottle lights. That's the only reason I'm using this particular one. But as long as it can turn on, like so, and then turn off, that's all you need it to do. So some kind of battery-powered lights. These are fairy lights that I got from Amazon. You're going to need some pipe cleaners, and you're going to want to cut those into thirds, each one into a third, so that it looks like this. You're going to need some blue deco mesh, and you're also going to need a nativity scene. I haven't decided which one I want to use yet, so I have both laying out here, and I will decide later on which one looks better in the wreath, but definitely need something like that. And you're also going to need some hot glue. So let's go ahead and get started with how to put it together. So the first thing we're going to do is take our wire wreath form, and we're going to go ahead and place that down on our table. And then we're going to take our burlap, and I took one of the pipe cleaners that's cut into thirds, and I just went ahead and you stick it through the burlap. Now, once it is stuck through the burlap, I'm going to take it and I'm going to take one of these little corner lines here, and I am going to take it from the bottom. I'm going to take it up here into the middle, and I am going to twist it tightly to where it is attached to the wreath form. And I will show you a close-up version of this in just a second. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now, with this burlap coming through the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I'm going to work again with these middle two wires. I am going to take it through, and I'm going to pull it up, and I'm just kind of bunch it up like so. And then I'm just going to keep doing that, where I keep pulling it up and bunching it. Up and bunching. So you're just bringing it around these two center ones together, and we're going to squish it together and push it upward like so. So this is going to be how we're going to keep doing it here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it in. And you got to work with it just a little bit. Pull it up together, squish it up like so. And I'm going to keep on doing that. So this is what one little section looks like when it is done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump over the bar by just continuing to pull through, and it is going to look very nice and full when we are done. So I'm going to keep doing this. I will pause the camera as I do so, just so you don't have to watch me do the whole entire thing. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to do these bottom three sections on my 12-inch wreath form. So I will be back with that in just a moment. Okay, so for the sky part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blue deco mesh, and I'm going to take the pipe cleaners that I was cutting into thirds earlier, and I'm going to use those to adhere it to the wire wreath form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unroll some deco mesh, I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut just a decent sized square. It doesn't have to be exact. You can adjust it depending on your preference, but this is about the size that I have here. And what I'm going to do with this piece, and again, they don't all have to be the same, is I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to walk my fingers up the middle like so. And I'm going to pinch it in the center. So by pinching it in the center, I have this kind of a look to it. And I'm going to take one of my thirds, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to twist it around here, just once or twice around this, just so that it's nice and tight on my, holding my deco mesh together. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to tie it onto my wire wreath form. Now I'm going to start on this second from the outside wire form, just to try to fill it up. I'm going to take it and I'm going to twist it around the wire wreath form, and then once I do that, I'm going to push it toward the edge, and this is part of it. So I am going to go ahead and continue doing that, and it's gonna, as we push it on and as we put it on and push it closer and closer together, it's gonna make it nice and full like the sky. So let us go ahead and do that, and we will see how it progresses. Okay, and when it comes to putting on your lights, so whatever type of battery operated lights that you choose, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to push aside my deco mesh and where my burlap and deco mesh meet, and I'm gonna push it aside just so I can see the wire wreath form. I'm gonna take the edge of my fairy light and I'm going to gently just kind of thread it in here, and then just kind of just twist just a little bit, because you want to be very gentle with it, just to kind of give it something to hold on to. Then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to work it through my wreath like so, just to give it some twinkle when it turns on. Like so. And I'm going to, at this point, make sure that wherever I end up, your battery powered pack is on the back. Now, when you're done with this, you can go ahead and just put a little bit of glue and stick it to the back. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna kind of push this middle part up just a little bit. And this is so that I can create a place for my manger scene to sit. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your manger that you choose and you're going to stick it with some hot glue. If you have a heavier scene, I would recommend using something like E6000 instead of just hot glue. It is a stronger adhesive. But yes, you want to go ahead and adhere your manger scene here. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it right here where you guys can see, and I'm just going to push this down. Okay, so once I finished adding the manger scene and I have the lights in here, I decided that it needed a little something extra. So I did go ahead and purchase a star ornament from the Dollar Tree, which I'm just gonna go ahead and glue on here, like so. Okay, and here is our completed wreath with everything attached to it. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you did enjoy it, be sure to click on this video right here. That is another tutorial of how to make a snowman wreath. Thank you guys for watching, and Merry Christmas.